Good evening, Water Walkers. Today is the next to the last day of our Rethink Church photo a day posting. And today will be my last one for this challenge that we've been participating in. We appreciate you joining us on this journey as we went through Lent. It turned out to be a very enjoyable writing process time for me, and I think as well for Julie, because it was a great way to guide our writing and focus our writing and help us to be very intentional during these 40 days. And it also helped me to think differently about some things and see things in a different way. And so I hope that you were also challenged during these last 40 days of the Rethink Church Photo a Day challenge. So the word for today is announced. And when I think about that word, I feel like it's a perfect word as we think about what tomorrow means for you and I as Christians. Because once Jesus was crucified and then rose from the dead, our lives were changed forever so that you and I could have eternal life. And it's so awesome to think about what a great and wonderful gift that is for you and I, and how it all kind of came into place. So, in our Sunday school class, we have been studying this, but we just began last week this study that's on 1st and 2nd Thessalonians. And when we think about things being announced, we think about a birth announcement, an engagement announcement, a wedding announcement. So when I think about it in the context of Lent and Easter, I think about when it was announced and the word got out that Jesus had risen from the dead, and how the word spread throughout the region at that time. So it's just the reason I wanted to tell you about this study is because last week it talked about that during Jesus' time, there was no way to communicate in a quick and fast way like we have, such as the internet, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. There was no television to spread the word and to make the announcement that Jesus was alive and that he died for you and I so that we may have the eternal life. There was no way to spread the good news except maybe by writing, but that was a very expensive process. It was not something that everyday people were able to do. And so the main way that the word of Christ was announced, the good news was announced, was by word of mouth. And it spread like wildfire, which is such an awesome thing to think about because people were telling about the good news. They were living their lives to show how they had been changed by Christ's presence in their life and their belief in Jesus Christ. And so the question was asked in this study. I'm going to read to you what it says. If someone secretly followed you around for a week and took pictures of what you did and recorded what you said, what are some of the positive things they could tell others to get the word out on your life? What would they see that points to the presence, power, and beauty of Jesus? So that has stuck with me all this week. If there was a camera following me around, not just in public, but in private, what would others see that was a reflection of Christ? How would I be announcing Christ's presence in my life by the way that I speak, by the words that I use, by the way that I act, by the way that I react? So that's my word for you tonight. As you are thinking about the word announced, what are you announcing about Christ? How are you announcing Christ's presence in your life in the way that you speak and the way that you act? How do others learn about Christ by you and your life? Just something for you to think about tonight as we approach the resurrection tomorrow morning. I pray that you would have a beautiful, wonderful, joyful service tomorrow, worship service, whether you go in person or you are watching online. I pray that you are able to fully celebrate this gift that we are given as Christians, and that you are able to embrace the resurrection and belief in Jesus Christ so that you also can share that with other people. Have a good night and go to sleep with that anticipation of excitement. And I look forward to hearing from Julie next week and what she's going to share with us, and the excitement that I have about the coming days of Water Walkers and the plans that we have. I pray will be a blessing to you also. Now let's go walk on water.